Welcome back to the Stephen Sheet Metal Super 1 British Karting Championships. Honda Cadet, the televised finals coming up next. We've just had final one finished, and the winner here is a rookie in the championship this season, who is Harry Thompson. Harry, have a quick word with you there. That was a pretty close race, that one. That's going to put you on pole for final two. You must be very happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy. I didn't really want to mess it up for final two, so I started defending.
Okay, well, you're going to be on pole for the final two coming up. That is the televised final. Good luck. And here we go. Over to you, Jake.
So pole position for this one, Harry Thompson, as we said, alongside the number one seed, Keaton, Keaton, Samra and Chris Lullum on row 2, along with the O-Plate Miles Apps and Mark Kimber. Keep an eye out for the drivers in the lower grid, particularly Alex Lloyd, who's had a good start to the season so far. And with the 30 drivers on the grid for this one, there could be some very hard charges in the early stages. Standing start nowadays, of course, in Super 1. And look already, Keaton looking back, trying to psych out the opposition. That we get the green light and away we go.
To the inside, trying to squeeze Harry Thompson.
Oh, and up in the air. Goodness me, that's Mark Kimber going airborne at the front end. He was very lucky to get away with that one. And he manages to slot into position without losing too much time through the hairpin for the first time. Is there going to be an incident or two? Oh, yes, there is. That's Reeve. Reeve is gone, and that's with Ben Thompson,
I think, as well, 44.
Well, they put their arms in the air at each other. Well, what were you doing? I think they've both got the same opinion on that one. No two racing drivers are going to have the same point of view in a collision, but they get going again. Maybe we can get a look at that a bit later on and see what happened. But Thompson is out in front. Jewis in second position, making it look very easy. Third place.
Samra third. Yep. Keaton was up to third, if you remember, at Rowra when we picked him up spinning off. But,
that's it. Well, let's have a look at this now. What's happened? Is this just a simple too many karts into too small a space incident? Well, there was a little bit of loading. A little bit of loading, I think.
Looks like they've been loaded up from behind.
Yeah, I think both drivers are going to blame the other, but I don't think either of them were really at fault there. It's just one of those things in the world of karting.
Absolutely. We call it loading. Other people are less charitable. There's a look at Ben Thompson and Nicholas Reeve. At least they get the pictures on screen, Jake.
Absolutely. Well, very tricky to say who's going to win this one. We're on board with the rookie Harrison Blake in the 90, and he's looking straight ahead of Chris Lullum in the 9, who's really impressed this weekend at BUCKMORE Park. This is Harrison Blake we're on board with, though, the Sevenoaks man, not too far from here, of course. Started in the cadets last year and is already making a name for himself.
18 podiums so far in around about a year of racing, so pretty consistent.
Well, Thompson said after the first final that once he got into a good position, he started to defend. He can't really afford to start defending just yet. He's probably going to want to hang on to the leaders as long as he can. But this is not really the right time in the race to start defending because it's just too early on.
No, he's not going to be defending now. He's got Jewis in behind. Jewis may look for the lead. Well, in fact, he doesn't. It's Miles Apps. Is that Miles Apps? It is Miles Apps.
It is the O-Plate, yes. He's managed
to
make his way up into second position for the moment. On board with the Blake as he chases down Keaton Samra. Pretty sharp little contender, this one. 3 titles in the last 2 seasons. He was Wilton Mill Kart Club champion in 2012. Last year, he was the East Anglian and Midlands champion in 1 season.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got himself a few bits of silverware to come into this season. Oh, nice move up the inside. That was the 11 of Jensen Butterfield, moving his way up past Kean Jewis.
Tom Canning from Radstock for the BRK team. Clay Pigeon Kart Club champion in 2012. Going back to Keaton Samra, Jake. Never saw much of Keaton at Rowra in our coverage because out of the shot of the camera he was making up a lot of places. We saw him spinning out when he was up to third, didn't we, up in the Ardell's hairpin. So unfortunately we didn't see a lot of him, or what we did was negative. But today, doing particularly well. And lots of exposure so far. Hopefully lots more to come for Keaton Samra in this one.
Absolutely. We just saw Oliver Bearman moving up another position onto the back of Tom Canning in the 7. Still great battling between these few, but Thompson, through it all, is holding his lead. Oh, just as I say it, Miles Apps goes through and takes the lead. Thompson desperately making sure he doesn't lose another place. He's down to second at least. Has he hung on for second position? Well, there's a lot of jostling, and he's trying desperately to keep him back, but no, Butterfield has got his way on the inside, and
going
so
through
goes
Keaton Samra, and Harry Thompson gets hung out to dry.
Oh, and a bit of a big slide from Kean Jewis, the number 1, as he manages just to hang on to it on the inside of the apex. This is great scrapping, as everybody realises, right, the leaders are vulnerable, let's go for it.
Yeah, we've got Harry Thompson dropping back through the field. Miles Apps 5th in the earlier final 1, leads this one now. He needs the points. He was second to Kean Jewis, championship leader at Rowra.
Well, Thompson is there in 4th. He's signalling to the guys, look, let's stop squabbling and let's go for the lead of the race. Thompson is up to 3rd now.
Jewis and Canning just made place up on the 5-car and Mark Kimber.
That's right, Kimber was right up there for a moment. Now we're looking towards Alex Lloyd, cutting-edge racing driver, just 10 years of age, and this is his local circuit in the Super 1 Bill. A little further into the race, and we can see that the 3 leaders have broken clear of the rest of the field. That is Miles Apps battling it out with Kean Jewis. And, Kean Jewis is down in 4th position still battling away. So now in 2nd position, we've got
Butterfield and Samra, they're clear of the rest. On board here with the 90 Kart of Blake, that's Wesley Mason, Kart 23.
Yeah, he was in the top 6 last year in Kart Masters, but a nice move there from Kimber as he moves up. Once again, Wilton Mill Club champion and the vice champion in Kart Masters last year, Mark Kimber in the number 5, and he is right in the thick of this one, looking for an opportunity. These 3 have pulled well clear of the rest of the field. Kean Jewis down in 4th position at the head of this train, trying to get the best of the rest, and there's Dragan Pinsent, one of the rookie drivers in the season from Buckshire, and he's put himself right into the fray as well. Good run from him, to be fair. We've not seen too much of him in the past, but I think we'll be seeing a lot more of him now with some strong performances like this. Look how close these 3 are as they push each other forward. The momentum is definitely with the 3 leaders at the moment.
Back on board with Blake. Blake was towards the front of the field. He's not having much luck so far. That's Canning making a move.
And that's 5th place. Canning makes his move on Thompson, and Thompson desperately tries to slot back into line before he loses the place to Canning, and he just about hangs on to 6th position. Jewis is there in 4th in the number 1, but not for long. Here comes Canning. Very nicely done.
Thompson trying to go with him and does so. Just over 3 seconds to lead these 3
have
over
lost
the rest.
4 places, and then Jewis gets one back again. Talk about nice recovery. He lost 4 places on the exit of Conway's, and he was able to get straight up with it and make another place back again.
Miles Apps will be very happy with that, to see Kean Jewis losing places, because of course he's 2nd in the championship to Jewis coming into this round, finished 5th in final 1. Jewis finished 2nd, so lost some points to him there, but he's getting them all back and then some now if it stays like this.
What a difference a race makes, that's all I can say. Kean Jewis now down to 7th position in the fight for this one, and that really is going to cost him dearly come the championship. Now here we go, 2 laps to go, and Miles Apps is defending. Jensen Butterfield trying to find a little window of opportunity to get through, and now I would say Miles Apps, this probably is the right time to start defending if he wants to win this one.
Just had a quick look over his shoulder there, didn't look over his shoulder that time, comes out of the hairpin 2 up to the S's one more time. Apps is highly experienced, Miles Apps, who's racing for Fusion Motorsport this year.
Bearman running a bit wide in the back of that train, but it's still anybody's game for 4th position, but it is pretty much the victory is going to be between one of these 3 now. They've pulled well clear of the rest of the field, and now Butterfield shutting the door on Samra. He doesn't want to lose 2nd place, because at this point the best place to be really is in 2nd position, because you've got a strong chance of going for the victory. Canning has pulled clear in 4th position, so that means the battle is now for 5th place.
There's a defensive line, last lap as he goes through the line. That's the very narrow line that Miles Apps is taking there. He's going to look at that.
Look at Samra. Samra's going to try and come around the outside.
Looking for the switchback. Kimber's got the fastest lap, but he's down the field.
Once again, Apps holds that inside line. Butterfield. Here comes Samra. Is he going to be able to get the sweeper on Butterfield? Luke Whitehead is the hard charger of this one. 16 places off the grid. He started 28th. He's now in 12th, and he's still a factor in this one. Up the inside, that was a nice move there from the 31 of Pegram, I think, making another move up the order just at the end. Apps is desperately trying to hang on. Samra once again sweeps around the outside of the Garda. Can he make his way through on the centre chicane? Butterfield is all over the back. It's going to be now or never, and they're pushing each other forward round the outside. Can Butterfield get in there on Miles Apps? He's going to be so close to the line, but Apps just hangs on there. Butterfield 2nd from Samra. Canning is well clear in 4th, and the man in 5th, I believe it is Kean Jewis, who just gets there for 5th position.
Keaton, it was a disappointing time for you at Rowley. Spun out in the hairpin, didn't you, and ended up down the field, but a great result for you today. Happy with the podium?
Yeah, very happy with the podium. It's my first Super 1 podium, so quite happy with it.
Jensen, 2nd place, your first Super 1 podium. You happy with that?
Yeah, really happy.
It was a cracking race as well, wasn't it? No chance to go for the lead though?
No, not really. We just all pushed away and left everyone else.
Well, at the start we didn't really get a good start, but we got away, managed to get away. I was under a lot of pressure from them, but in the end had to defend and got a really good win.
Fantastic performance, and it puts Miles Apps at the top of the table, 5 points clear of Harry Thompson, and Kean Jewis slipping to third place. The battle is on. Mark Kimber, Tom Canning and Keaton Samra are still very much in the fight, but there's a long way to go in 2014, and Miles Apps has thrown his hat into the gauntlet. Next up, Junior Rotax here at BUCKMORE Park. Don't go away.